In the service, they are known as the bravest men who survived horrific blazes and lived to tell the account, but with lifelong scars. Just like the rest of us, a fireman's day begins like any other normal day with a hope to do what one does best. Without knowing when an emergency call may come through, our fireman and his buddies get ready for a possible rescue mission. They arm themselves in their turnout gear, boots, trousers, jacket, gloves and helmet. Now, the team is ready to step out. While we wait for what the day would shape out to be, I try to get to know these men in a bit better. I hoped that having a day with these men would make me understand the nature of their job better. I was shocked at a point when the firemen narrated how they were involved in an accident and their recovery process.
As we were about to try to organize, all we heard was the sound. Boom! Then I can see my crewmen, everybody scattered. Someone in the gutter. In fact, I fell in the gutter. Everybody was hit badly. All that I remember that I was in the Gapo hospital.
It was a Sunday morning, and then there was this distress call, an accident on the motorway, which we proceeded. When we were going, 207 bus crossed us, and then we suffered an accident. My kneecaps medically was broken.
I was hanged both my legs and I couldn't lie at my back because when you lie on the saw too, it doesn't heal. Honestly speaking, it is not easy. When they start my dressing from 8, they finish sometime 2 p.m.
With the injuries, some were scarred for life. They tell us that their deformity affected their families as some family members had to quit their jobs to take care of them. Despite the hazards that come with being a smoke jumper, personnel also have to contend with other challenges. Inadequate personal protection equipment, PPE, is a major one. We are told that many personnel do not have personal PPE, and so sharing is common. Coming into direct contact with smoke, which contains carbon monoxide and other toxic gases from burning substances, has always been part of a fire scene. Most of these firemen go to the field without the necessary breathing apparatus and face mask.
The PPE that we wore, when I wore and I go home, the same person will take over from me, will want the same PPE. Everything, the face mask and everything. Even when I send it to fire and the thing is wet, when you count, there's none. At least everybody should have his own face mask because I breathe into it.
According to them, the Ghana National Fire Service refunds all the money spent during hospitalization, and they also get a workman's compensation where applicable. But there is no special fire emergency fund to cater for them after an injury. There is also no comprehensive insurance for firemen in the country. They also say even where a refund is applied for, the paperwork takes a while and they sometimes have to borrow to cover their bills before money expended is refunded. And what is the process for a refund and workman compensation?
As and when we receive money for goods and services, we also make the payment to personnel. And sometimes the goods and services do not come on time. And that is why normally there are delays.
For the injured that end up with some physical disfigurements, even attending social functions sometimes becomes difficult, and the psychological trauma is telling.
In the premises of people, you feel like, Charlie, you look at yourself. Look at how I was going to them. And they'll be asking you questions that you cannot tell lies.
And I just heard the sound of a matches, just the small flame of light. I will either fall down or try to run away.
Fire lamp and
You see kids, they normally make fun of certain things. When I get out in the room, they will be calling me Al-Qaeda, robot. Because when you call me, I can't just turn the head. I have to turn the whole body.
We reached out to the Director of Public Relations at the Ghana National Fire Service, ACFO1 Timothy Osafo-Efum, for some answers. First, he spoke about the sharing of the personal protection equipment, PPE. ACFO1 Osafo Efum called for proper medical care and systems for firemen.
The minimum the state can do for us is to get us proper and adequate health care system to take care of the fire officer. Situations have arisen where in the line of duty, officers are hurt. You send them to hospital and they expect you to pay before they take care of the officer who is injured.
The safety of every fireman matters. How important is their safety to Ghana National Fire Service? Perhaps now is the time to think about the actual risk that firemen take whenever they are called upon to save the lives and property of unknown people. The slogan of the Ghana National Fire Service is "We don't take cover." What others run away from, we run towards. A fireman is a friend. Stop attacking firefighters. A fireman is an angel sent from God to save you. But to these men, their friendship sometimes turns out to be an attack from the public. From statistics from the Ghana National Fire Service, more than 40 firemen are injured, with over 10 losing their lives each year. So far, over 90 of the injured men have received their workman compensation. Despite the serious risk on the job, such as heat, exhaustion, burns, physical and mental stress, coming into contact with high levels of carbon monoxide and other toxic hazards, these fighters will live by pledge to continue to protect Mother Ghana. The life of fireman matters, but who rescues the rescuer? The forgotten heroes deserve better. When you bow your head in prayer, say a word for the fireman, because that firefighter might save you one day.